Fancy stacking extra money on the side while still serving by using the skills the forces already gave you? Stick around and find out how. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Savvy Squaddie. In this video I'm going to explain how you can make some extra money on the side whilst serving in the military, and I'll provide some examples of what people are currently doing. Believe it or not, the military does provide us with a bunch of useful skills and qualifications which you can utilise in your free time to make some extra cash. And yes, you are allowed secondary employment in the armed forces, but of course there are some rules to follow. You can find the guidelines within the service-specific regulations, but across all three services the rules are pretty much the same. I'll link King's Regs for the Navy and RAF below, along with Queen's Regs for the Army. I don't think ours have been updated yet. For the Navy, check out Chapter 84, Business Activities and Private Interests. For the RAF, check out Chapter 13, Section 5, Business Activities and Off-Duty Employment. And for the Army, check out Chapter 5 from Power J5.073. To note, if the letter J precedes a paragraph number, it means that this is the same across the services and can only be changed if agreed upon by all three. Right, so now you know where to find your service-specific guidelines, but I'll summarise the main points here. To be honest, most of it is common sense. The big rule is pretty obvious: your military duty always comes first. You can do secondary employment in your own time, evenings, weekends or during leave, but if a last minute dicking comes your way and you've other plans, then you're shit out of luck. But that is one of the risks you take when taking on additional paid employment secondary to your main one. You must also get approval from your commanding officer first. This would naturally be done through your chain of command, and or you can write an official letter asking permission, providing enough evidence to support your request. Reality is though, most people don't do this. If you have, what process did you follow to get approval? Let us know in the comments below. The main things the CO will look for are fairly straightforward. It can't interfere with your military duties, your fitness or your availability. If the unit needs you, you drop everything and do what your main job pays you to do. You can't use any service time, equipment, information or resources for your side hustle. Don't wear a uniform, don't claim you're representing the forces, and don't do anything that could embarrass the military or bring it into disrepute. Avoid obvious conflicts of interest, for example, working for a company that supplies kit or services to the military while you're in a role where you could influence decisions. Same goes for anything that could look dodgy if it ended up in the news. Think stuff that might make the forces look bad, like controversial political campaigning, etc. Basically, if it could affect operational effectiveness, national security, or make the forces look bad, it's probably a no-go. Most reasonable jobs should get approved if they tick the boxes, but it's decided case by case. You're also responsible for sorting out your own insurance, tax, and all the other admin. It's not the MOD's responsibility to cover you if something goes wrong on the civvy side. Like I said, it's all pretty much common sense stuff. As an example, the Savvy Squaddie is something I do on the side. It's done in my free time, in the evenings, weekends and leave. To be relatable to my target audience and to get around the uniform caveat, I use an animated character called Joe Blogs. The information I share is all public, and I link my sources in the descriptions of all my videos. Only on rare occasions with signed off permission have I shared stuff that is not openly public. Essentially, if I were to get kicked out tomorrow, I could still create these videos. There was a lot of planning and preparation from the initial concept to output of my first video to ensure I was playing the game. Additionally, by trade, I am an army photographer. Our name is a bit of a misnomer as we specialise in multiple forms of media capture and production, not just photos, but naturally it's quite a transferable skill, a skill that the MOD has provided me through quite an extensive trade course and on-the-job experience. I can then take all of that knowledge, skills and experience I've gained and apply it to the civilian market and make some extra money on the side. I don't do a huge amount of these as much of my free time is taken up with running this page, but I'll occasionally do the odd job with a focus more on video. For example, here's a short video I produced for a client to promote their meal replacement bar. This was part of a small video package that was done over a few days of leave. I earned 4 figures from it. And fun fact, the guy who owns Real Meal is serving in the British Army. So another example there of someone earning money on the side. Not sponsored, but if you use the code first time at checkout, then you can get 10% off one-time purchases, not the save and subscribe option that's also available. I'll link the website below. I've also done the occasional wedding and family shoot as well as mess functions, although sometimes the latter involves the odd argument with a sergeant major or officers who who seem to think that because a photographer is posted on site, they can just task them to capture their pics up. But again, a bit of common sense applies here. You can't task a publicly funded photographer to capture a privately funded event. That's called a misuse of public funds. And I would say this extends to keen amateur photographers at units. You can't be ordered as a publicly funded employee to go and take photos of a bunch of pissheads at a privately funded event, which a mess function or a dinner night is. Know your worth and charge accordingly, and if they're not willing to pay, then say no. Don't accept a £50 Amazon voucher, some free booze, or a Friday off. Value your time. So that's some of the things I do, and other members of my trade do similar. In fact, a couple of them have left the forces because their civvy side hustle was doing very well, to the point they were turning down jobs due to their commitment to the army. My trade counterparts in the Royal Navy even made a film in their free time, which you can go and watch on Amazon Prime and other streaming services. It's called Sunray Fallen Soldier. I even feature briefly before I get shot. Which leads me quite nicely onto the other side hustle examples, which a number of you have mentioned. Some involve skills gained through the military, and others are fairly generic that most people can do. First one being, similar to my appearance in that movie, film extras. Believe it or not, these are paid gigs. Someone I used to work with was one of the many extras in the trenches in the film 1917. There are platforms online you can sign up to and track upcoming opportunities. If you've tried this, what films have you been an extra in? Quite a few Remy folk replied with, as you'd expect, doing work on people's cars, friends, family, other squaddies, etc. Those in the medical world of the forces do bank shifts for the NHS and other agencies, essentially part-time flexible shifts as a nurse, paramedic, etc. Quite a few people across various roles mentioned they got their SIA license and do door security on weekends, festivals and other events. As the military provides us with various licenses, it's no surprise that many people said they do HGV driving, Uber, Amazon Flex, which is part-time Amazon delivery driver, duty driver into town on the weekend, and someone even said that they put their blue light qualification to use by delivering blood for the NHS. The PTIs and other sporty folk mentioned they do coaching, lifeguarding and refereeing. Some people mentioned the Rover app. I had to look this up, but it's a pet sitting and dog walking app. Create your account and offer up your services when you're free. And on a similar vein, TaskRabbit, another one I had to look up. It's essentially a handyman service where you would help people with everyday household tasks such as furniture assembly, moving, cleaning and so on. Whilst we are on apps, a few of you mentioned OnlyFans. Perhaps as a joke, but you can legit have an OnlyFans account if you're that way inclined. But nothing relating to the military can be in the content. No uniform, CFO or the bench in the back of a bulldog. A number of people mentioned property management and events management. Some musicians mentioned doing gigs and tutoring. Medal mounting, bulling shoes, 3D printing, laser engraving, gifts were some of the other ways people are making a bit of extra money. Someone has opened a hobby shop in Catterick, a master saddler has a leather business, and a farrier also has their own business making horseshoes on the side as well. Not all, but many people are using the skills and experience they've gained through the military to earn some more money on the side. There are more generic options that anyone can do. Of course, you will have to give up more of your free time to generate additional income, but that shouldn't be a surprise. There is also something called the trading allowance in the UK. This allows you to earn up to £1,000 before paying tax for the 26-27 tax year. It's not per individual side hustle, it's total. You do not need to submit a self-assessment return if the income from your side hustle is less than the trading allowance. If you want help doing a self-assessment, there are plenty of videos and guides online. So there you have it. Secondary employment is absolutely doable while serving, as long as you play by the rules. Whether you're using your trade skills or diving into something completely different, it can boost your finances and set you up nicely for Civvy Street later on. Just remember, be smart, be transparent, sort your own tax and insurance, and don't let it affect your actual main job in the forces. If you've got a side hustle that works, drop it in the comments. What are you doing? How did you get it approved? And any tips for the rest of us? Thank you all for watching. If you liked what you just saw, please hit the subscribe button up there. And if you want to see some more videos, click over there. See you soon.